Hello, rising 11th graders. This is the video where we're going to talk about the Math Applications and Interpretation Standard Level course. And as we've mentioned in the other videos, we hope you have looked at the video which talked about all four of the math courses in totality first. And some of the slides here are going to duplicate those slides, so we're just going to move through those very quickly and get to the guts of this course at the end. So again, here is the description from the IB on what math applications and interpretation is in terms of who the course is designed for. These concepts and teaching methods are common among all four of the IB courses, but that just tells you it's a lot more than just calculations. Here is the breakdown. Who the mathematics applications in this applications and interpretation courses for. And this is the particular breakdown for the applications SL course in terms of the five strands that are in each of the four IB courses. So you can see it's heaviest in statistics and probability and the second heaviest in functions, and that's because of where the modeling takes place. This is a chart which tells you how past students have chosen their courses. So we're talking about the green bars here. Initially, very interesting. I was not expecting this at all. More than 30% of the students took this in the first year of its assessment. But since then, it's kind of gravitated to roughly 20 to 25% of our students have selected this course. Now, here's what the course looks like in terms of design. And we've used a couple of different sequences on this course in the past, but this is the one that we've sort of landed on in the last couple of years. We're going to start off talking about sequences and series, and then a good solid unit on, by the way, that's new material. That'll be new material. Since most of the people who are taking math applications SL, the majority of them will be coming from grade 10 regular. There may be a few coming from grade 10 advanced, but probably not many. I wouldn't expect many people from grade 10 advanced to be enrolled in math applications HL. So most of the people are going to be coming from grade 10 regular. Sequences and series will be a brand new topic for people. Then there's going to be a pretty solid unit on trigonometry. That will, be an extension. It'll be an extension of what you did in grade 10. Then you're going to have a unit on lines and Voronoi diagrams. Okay, the linear functions should be very comfortable for you from your grade 9 and grade 10 course. Voronoi diagrams is a very interesting application, and it's not taught in either of the analysis courses. So, don't think you're taking a less than course here with Math SL. The people who take Math Analysis HL, they do not study Voronoi diagrams. So that's just one of a couple of topics that you will get to study that is not studied by either Analysis SL or HL. Okay, then you'll do a good solid unit on statistics, descriptive statistics. That'll feel like grade 9 kind of material. You'll do a nice solid unit on probability. Both of these, if you were paying attention in your grade 9 course, those will feel comfortable for you. And if it escaped you the first time you studied it in grade 9, particularly probability is kind of what I call a digital concept where, you don't get it, you don't get it, you don't get it, and boom, the light goes on, and then you get it. Unlike most mathematical concepts where there's like a little progression of learning, probability can be a little bit tricky. So we want to make sure everybody has a good, solid understanding of probability. Then you'll move into random variables and probability distributions, in particular, the binomial probability distribution. And then you'll talk about the normal distribution. The reason that's emphasized here is because that is a fundamental concept when it comes to Unit 8 on statistical testing, or otherwise known as inferential statistics. This is a major part of the course, right? And this is another topic that is not covered in either analysis, HL or SL. So here's your second major topic where you can say, hey, I'm doing more than math analysis higher level if you take this course. So inferential statistics. That'll take you through the first year. Okay. In the second year, you'll go deeper into a couple of most of the major function families that you studied in grade 10, quadratic functions. Well, that was a grade 9 and grade 10 concept. Cubic functions, which is one type of polynomial function, and then exponential functions. Log functions are not part of the course typically, but we'll probably, most of the people who take this course, you'll get some logs in there because heck, you learned them in 10th grade, and they're very important relative to exponential functions as the inverse function. And then periodic functions, which is another way of saying trig functions, right? That'll pretty much take you through the first semester, and then, you may start calculus before the start of the second semester, but there's basically two calculus units: one differential calculus, so it's limits and derivatives, and then one integral calculus or integration. You won't go nearly as deep in calculus as the other three courses, but you will get a nice introduction to it. So when you take calculus in college, it won't be like, oh, what are we talking about, right? You're gonna learn some of the fundamentals like the power rule and things like that in terms of taking derivatives and integrals. And that is the course. Now, what does the assessment look like? The assessment is you have a calculator for both assessments, right? So calculator, check. Calculator, check. So paper 1 and paper 2, each worth 40% of your IB grade. Each of them are 1.5-hour exams. The only distinction between paper 1 and paper 2 is the length of the questions. Paper 1 has the short response questions, so that's typically like 5 to 8 marks typically per question, right? And paper 2 has the long response questions. Those are typically like 12, 15, 17 marks per question. Right? Multiple parts though. So it won't just be like one question, boom, 15 marks. It'll be A, B, C, D, etc. And then you'll also have an internal assessment or the mathematical exploration. Now, our goal here is to have you pick a topic and get it approved by the end of grade 11. Right? That way you can work on it over the summer if you want. You don't have to, but it's recommended you do so if you have a topic that's approved, because it'll make your senior year a little bit easier. And then in the senior year, fall semester, you will write and submit your draft. And then toward late January, early February, your final submission will be due. And that'll handle the IA, and that'll be worth, in addition to being part of your WIS grade, it's 20% of your IB grade. Okay, so that is it for this brief introduction to Math Applications SL. And if you have any questions, please talk to any WIS math teacher who can answer your questions.